siblings and I have been running up and down all day. I still have my reservations, but I think I will end up liking this place. Time to go back to business. As you know, I only posted critical reviews so far, and it's time for a change. In this video, I will talk about a band that gets my groove on. It is a virtual band with 4 members who have unique backstories. If you didn't get it so far, and the thumbnail was lost on you, I am talking about Gorillaz. First things first, y'all must agree that starting a virtual band in 1998 is an idea way ahead of its time. I mean, back then, these were just popping out, and these didn't even exist. Given the lack of originality in the music scene towards the end of the 90s, the band capitalized on their unique image. Even today, as years passed and digital technology has caught up to virtual entertainment, Gorillaz keeps on being innovators. Both their musical and visual style has evolved with the times. But there's something I appreciate even more than their novelty and openness to growth. These guys clearly see through the cat poop in the music industry and the world, which puts them ahead of their competitors in my eyes. Formed as a statement to the lack of substance in the industry, they are real artists in every sense of the word. I am a bit young to be a fan of the band myself. I first heard their music when my father was listening to the Humans album when it came out. I loved their groove so much that I went back and listened to all of their previous work. They immediately became one of my favorite bands. As far as I could tell, they were very big in the beginning of the century. Up until 2010, they were doing great, but one hiatus for 5 years and the populace stopped caring? I feel like they are so underrated nowadays. I am very curious. If you stopped listening to them after the break, let me know in the comments and tell me why. Moving on, let me talk a bit about what I like in their music. First of all, to emphasize again, I find them very brave in terms of trying new things and not repeating themselves. Moreover, their sound is very sterile in a good way. In my feline opinion, the minimalist approach they adopted is a huge part of their earlier success. They pick their timbre carefully and keep it easy to understand but hard to predict. The mixes are always crystal clear. It is just top-notch work through and through musically. Gorillaz is especially groovy with the synth. I always end up dancing while listening to them. But perhaps what is most refreshing, especially today, is the coherence in their vision. Their work remains the band's creation from start until the end. The popular songs in the charts nowadays are usually productions with 100 million people making one song under the cover of collaboration. Don't get me wrong, real collaboration can be very fruitful and contribute a lot to the work of the artists. And Gorillaz does a lot of collaborations, but these fit into a certain theme or the vision the band has for these songs. With artists that have a singular vision, everything feels much more in place and the individual pieces are in harmony with one another. Compare this to a song with 7 composers, 21 lyricists, 35 producers, 69 people playing the same percussion set. Naturally, any unity in the vision flies out the window. Finally, even though my usual focus is the sound, I cannot leave you all before mentioning their visual art. As they are a virtual band, any footage that goes with the band is an original work of art on its own. And just like their music, they have innovated and upgraded their visual game over the years. Starting as solely 2D creations without shadows, the band had their members in 3D holograms later on. They overlay live-action footage with animation in many creative ways and did so when almost nobody could yet spell augmented reality. They are true and complete artists in many ways and an inspiration to many, including me. I hope I motivated y'all enough to check their latest work out. Their new album is coming out on the 23rd of October. Be on the lookout. Let me know in the comments how you like it.